It's February 15th, 2020. I am 27 years old, and about 4 years ago, just after graduating from university and leaving the varsity football team halfway through my fourth year, I found myself in a really low place personally. And after a lot of exploration and a lot of searching in books and online and otherwise, I discovered that I liked making videos. So I started shooting videos on my iPhone like this, but then I decided that I wanted to take it more seriously, and I eventually decided to make a 1-minute video every day for a whole year. Long story short, this was absolutely the most transformative year of my entire life, and if you don't know the story or if you're curious, you can find all of those videos on my Instagram, and I also made a short film called The Way I See It that kind of recapped the whole year, and that is available on my YouTube channel. Anyway, through that project, eventually I was able to launch a GoFundMe campaign and raised enough money to buy my very first camera, and eventually was able to generate enough interest from businesses to make videos for them that I was able to leave my full-time job and start creating videos as a freelancer. 2 years ago now, capitalizing on the momentum created by that project, I decided to create my first company. I named it 365 as an homage to that first personal daily video project, and I made my first addition to the team in Gavin Hathaway, who's still with the team, still killing it. You'll meet him in a little bit. We got our first office space, and we've just worked really hard on doing good work, making ourselves valuable to our clients and being nice to people. And since then, we've grown to a team of 8, and we now offer video production, photography, design, branding, digital strategy, and we've worked with a lot of top local, national, and even international clients. Very least, it has been a wild ride, and the saga continues because about a month and a half ago, I made the move from Halifax, Nova Scotia, here to Toronto, that's where I am right now, to open a second office for our company 365. This office. We made our first hire in Zamour Johnson, awesome guy. Folks from Toronto may know him from his Instagram handle or by his Instagram handle, Top Boy. 1 second, I'm gonna change this because this is just my iPhone. See the super warpy lens? Gonna change to a real camera. All right. This should be better. So the first month and a bit here has been awesome. I've been meeting with some really exciting clients, lining up lots of work, and really just focusing on getting tapped into the community, meeting great people, and trying to make ourselves valuable. On the personal side, I've just been really making an effort to get out to different events to meet new people, and I've had some really inspiring conversations with passionate people, and that's got me really excited about being here as well. So, why am I making this video? Well, when I look back at those 365 days of making videos, I'm reminded of all of the personal and professional growth that I experienced that year. And I also think back and I'm reminded of dreaming at that point of someday making videos for a living, someday having an office space, someday having a team, and someday being able to travel the world making videos for a living. And now as I sit here, I'm like, we did it. We're here. That is exactly what we're doing. But by no means have we made it or arrived. We still have so far to go. I still have so far to go. And now that I'm back to square one in a new city, building a brand new team from the ground up, I really wanted to make a commitment again to documenting and sharing the progress around that. A big difference between then and now is that I've personally got a lot more responsibilities. We've got bills to pay now. We've got payroll to make now. I'm going back and forth between Toronto and Halifax to make sure that things are going well with both offices and that things are moving forward sustainably, that our employees are taken care of, that our clients are taken care of. The stakes are higher. So I know from experience that the daily video gig would just be too much right now. I think that undoubtedly the business would suffer, our clients would suffer, our employees would suffer, and more than likely my mental health and my relationships would suffer. And I really don't want that right now. So I've decided to make weekly videos for the rest of 2020, one video per week. And my goal is for these videos to be a candid behind the scenes look at 365, at what we're up to and where we're headed. I'd also like to try my best to open up about my experiences, not just as an entrepreneur, not just as a creative, but also just as a human being. As a young man who's living in a new city and trying to build a dream, trying to build a world-class company that started in a small city in Canada. And also at the same time, just as someone who's trying to enjoy life. I mean, I love food. I love to go to the movies. I love to go out and meet new people just as much as the next person, and trying to balance and reconcile that with grand ambitions and a desire to build something bigger than myself. That can be tough, and I want to just talk about that and explore that a little bit. So that's what I'd like for these videos to be, an honest sharing of what's going on in the business and also what's going on in my head. As for the business, here's a little taste of what's been going on in Halifax.
Hey, I'm Andrew. I'm currently in grade 12 and I'm a video intern at 365 Media. This week, I shot a little video behind the scenes of the team to show you guys what they've been up to. Hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, I'm here in the upstairs office where we just added a new TV for our team weekly meetings. We've been coming up here on Monday mornings, talking about what's happening for the week and sharing some inspiration that we might be able to incorporate into our work in the future. We also got something pretty interesting in the mail here, but we'll talk about that in another video.
What's in the box?
Further in the company side of things, I've been working quite a bit on internal processes to make sure everything's tight with the company.
This week I've been working on a few client edits as well as some internal projects. One of those is a feature on our newest team member Paul Atwood, and another's with Sarah on her latest branding client, Bricks and Birches.
So this past weekend I worked on a few interview shoots with Doctors Nova Scotia to promote a youth running series that they're involved with. Aside from that, working on some internal stuff, some podcast stuff, some photo and video for Nova Scotia Power, so a few projects on the go at the same time.
So this week I am finishing up some videos for our client Office Interiors. They're a recurring client of ours. We have weekly videos with them, and I'm finishing this week's today.
So this week I am wrapping up a website design for a client of ours that we also took photos for and shot a video before the new year.
So this week and last week I've been multitasking a few different projects. It's been a lot of document formatting, but in addition to that, I've also been doing a lot of internal work for 365, lots of cool graphics which are going to be shared on social media at some points, all of that sort of stuff.
One take.
As for Toronto, things have been moving quickly. As I mentioned, I've had a few really exciting client meetings. Can't really talk about details right now for most of those, but hopefully can very soon. We did do a shoot the other day with an extremely popular tattoo artist and tattoo shop here in Toronto, Mr. Koo from Ink and Water Tattoo. That was really fun. I managed to get a tattoo out of it for some B-roll shots. The McDonald Bridge here, shout out to Halifax. So that video should be out very soon. Anyway, I could sit here and talk forever, but I'd like to wrap this video up for now, I think. I'm jacked about where this business is headed right now. I'm jacked about life right now, and I'm really jacked to get back to sharing this journey with you guys. So if you would like to follow along, please be sure to give this video a like, leave some kind words in the comments, and definitely subscribe if you want to keep up to date. You can check me out on Instagram. I post a lot of updates and stories on there. So that's it for this video. That is episode 1. See you next week. Here we go.